Kurth, Agency Vice President at the Lutheran Church Extension Fund.
Hi, I'm Dave Hahn from the Association of Lutheran Secondary Schools.
Hi, I'm Pastor Billy Brath, Vice President of Ministry Support for the Lutheran Church Extension Fund. And in this video, we want to present some ideas that will help you and your school emerge from this crisis confident in God's vision for your ministries, with deeper connections to your families, faculty, staff, and donors. First, from Dave Hahn, a look into the crisis work of our high schools.
These are seriously challenging times for our 80 Lutheran high schools. But let me tell you, I've been so impressed and inspired by what's happening in our schools. In general, educational institutions aren't known for rapid change. But since the coronavirus hit a couple months ago, our schools have adapted virtually overnight. What I've observed is that the most successful Lutheran schools are making extraordinary efforts to take care of their people. One of those ways has been to provide a consistent flow of positive communications using all types of platforms. Communication starts with the students, who are continuing to learn and connect via online classes. Teachers have been the stars of the show as they've ramped up to deliver both content and much needed structure via innovative methods. Schools are continuing student activities, including things like Zoom band concerts, virtual award nights, and commencement ceremonies in parking lots, football stadiums, drive-in movies, and even a NASCAR track. Also right now, I think it's especially crucial to share the school's plans clearly and honestly with parents. A recent survey by Niche Incorporated indicates that a growing percentage of parents are reevaluating their decision to enroll students in private religious schools given the uncertain economy. More than ever, this is a time to market and remarket our schools. Which brings me to a second observation. Successful schools are taking care of their people financially as well. Student financial aid budgets need to be increased to assist families facing unemployment and general economic insecurity. Contact should be made with donors to keep them in the loop regarding the school's plans and the school's needs. Financial backstops are being put in place from diverse sources: government loans and grants, donors, banks, endowments, and even negotiating with your vendors. As another sign of their partnership, the Lutheran Church Extension Fund is offering lines of credit and free consultations to help our schools through this crisis. Finally, school leaders need to develop a number of budgeting scenarios to prepare for potential fluctuations in student enrollment, tuition income, and expenses. Yes, these are challenging times for sure, but the Christ-centered mission of our Lutheran schools is shining brightly. Keep doing what you've always done best, taking care of your people. Please let us know how ALSS or LCEF can help. God bless.
Leading your school out of this crisis requires constant communication with your faculty, staff, school families, and donors, as Dave mentioned. I want to explore the foundation of those communications. Supporting your messages of class schedule information, financial updates, and future plans is the kingdom purpose and ministry story of your school. Let's take a moment to explore those two ideas. First, your school's kingdom purpose. Well, you understand that your school is not a private version of the public school down the street. Your school may operate as an educational institution, yet the ultimate goal, and thus purpose, is different. Lutheran schools are places where God's people gather to live out various vocations: faculty, student, disciple, neighbor, caregiver, missionary, the list goes on. God is working through your school to accomplish great things, including, but not limited to, teaching young people about the world He created. So take time to refine and dwell on your school's specific kingdom purpose. Whether you extract it from your mission or vision statement, or you form it out of general observation, a powerful purpose woven into every communication across all channels to all your people will keep everyone aligned and excited for the work of your school. Second, your ministry story. This is best described by your answer to the following. Tell me about your school. Well, in light of the previous idea, you wouldn't answer this question by describing your academic curriculum, facilities, or athletic and extracurricular offerings. Instead, tell the story of how your institution fulfills its purpose. Make it clear that your school, all of the classes, meetings, events, occur so that everyone can live out their various God-given vocations. For instance, if your school has the purpose to make missionaries for Christ, then you would explain how the curriculum equips students and teachers to proclaim the gospel today and into the future. How your sports teams are led by Christian coaches who teach teamwork and discipline, connecting those traits to Christian living. How service projects give students the opportunity to serve today, even as they prepare to serve in the future. Build this story. Let your families and supporters know what your school does for the sake of the kingdom. Weave this message throughout all of your communications and lay it out clearly in materials designed to promote your school. Thanks for the work you and your faculty and staff do. I know if it wasn't for God working through my Lutheran educators as I grew up, I wouldn't be here serving you today.
In the early days of the pandemic, ministries were uncertain how best to stay connected with donors. Concerned about asking for contributions as everyone was dealing with the impact of the virus, jobs were being lost, and so much was unknown, it seemed inappropriate to be asking. But now, as things begin to reopen and the impact of the global shutdown becomes clearer, your ministry partners realize there's a great need for financial support. We're hearing stories of tremendous generosity as donors express their care for ministry through unexpected and unsolicited gifts. It's clear donors understand the challenges your ministry is facing because of the pandemic. And that's what partnership is all about. Stepping up when needs arise, whether expected or unexpected. And now it's time for you to lean into this partnership. Be transparent about the challenges you're facing. Let your donors know your plans for the future and how you're navigating any financial difficulties you might be having. Let them know specifically what sort of funding you need and how it will be used to sustain and advance your ministry. Recognize that there are some donors who won't be able to give due to the impact of the pandemic on family finances. Be intentional about letting them know you're not asking anything from those who aren't able to give at this time. And finally, if at all possible, don't interrupt your regular fundraising schedule. Spring events have been moved to online platforms, and I've even heard of virtual golf outings, though I'm not sure how that works. While the pandemic may require some special help now, you'll still need your regular funding to continue. We're seeing clearly that donors understand this and are rallying to support the ministries they love. You have a tremendous opportunity here to strengthen and deepen relationships with your donors. In every circumstance, remember, God provides. Our team at LCEF is here to help as well. Please let us know how we can serve you, whether helping with donor communication, reviewing your funding plans, or simply encouraging you in this difficult time. We have the expertise to help you now and into the future of whatever the new normal will be. Please connect with us at ministry.support@lcef.org and let us know how we can help you. May God continue to bless you and your ministry.